And she goes, oh, it's so nice to meet you, like, how are you doing today? And I'm like, really, really good, how are you? And then we walk down the hall and we go into the presentation room that we were in, and we go to a desk that was set up in the corner, and I sit on one side and she sits on the other. And I noticed that there's pins. As soon as I walked in, I noticed there was pins right there. So I sit down, we have a conversation. The questions that I was asked during the interview, it was really, really weird. It was more like I was having a conversation about my life and where I thought my life was going and what I was doing with my life right now. It was kind of like that. So she started off with, oh, where do you live? And I was like, Ottawa, Ontario. And she was like, oh, cool, the capital. And I was like, yeah, the capital of Canada. And she's like, oh, that's awesome, like, what do you like about it? And I was like, well, like, in the winter we get like the gigantic skating rink on the canal, and the parliament's there, it's really pretty during sunset and all that stuff. And then we moved on to, do you have any tattoos? And I was like, no, I do not have any tattoos on my body. She goes, okay, that's awesome. She moves on to another question. What is your previous work experience? I told her my previous work experience. I have experience working with kids for 8 years, and then I have, I currently work with Cineplex, and I currently work with a bunch of other companies. And she's like, oh, that's really cool. What do you do at these companies? And I told her what I did, and she jotted down some notes. Then she pulled up something that I had to fill out prior to going to the interview, and it was, what did you want to do on this program? Did you want food and beverage? Did you want attractions? Did you want merchandise? I put high interest for all of them, just because I thought, well, I'm going to put high interest just in case they don't have spots for the one that I want. I'm going to put high interest for all. And it didn't really matter to me which one I got, because I really wanted merchandise, and I really wanted food and beverage. But I was fine with attractions, which was fine with me. And the attraction, I believe, for Epcot Canada Pavilion is the O Canada 360 movie, which you have to spiel in front of. And oh, that's another question she asked me. She asked me whether or not I was good at speaking in front of crowds, and I told her in high school I was a drama student, and I gave her this, I did tell her this story about what happened to me during a presentation in grade 10, where I stood in front of the class and I was shaking really badly, like severely shaking, because I was so scared of talking in front of people. And then I took drama for the next 2 years, and that built my confidence up to be able to talk in front of people, and she was very interested in that. She was very like, oh, that's really neat. Did you think that helped you? And I was like, yeah, it helped me like feel more comfortable in my own skin and feel more comfortable talking in front of a large group and to new people, and I love meeting new people and stuff like that. She asked me if I was good with kids. I said, yeah, I have a couple experiences with kids and with the parents of the kids, and making them happy and making the kids happy to make everybody kind of happy. I told her about an experience where for a summer I helped teach this little girl who had some disabilities how to actually talk and communicate with us, because she refused to talk to people. She didn't want to talk to people. Whenever she wanted a drink or something like that, she would just go get it and not ask permission, because she just wander off and just not ask permission. So we taught her how to like ask for food, ask for water, tell us what she wanted to do, like game-wise and all that stuff. So I told her about that. She seemed really, really interested in that as well. And then we just kept talking. Like, oh, how do you like Toronto? And I was like, oh, it's super nice. I'm staying here with, I said my friend, but it was my boyfriend, because I didn't want to like hinder the whole, I didn't just want to be like throwing things in her face. So I was just like, yeah, I'm here with my friend. We booked a hotel. He has his interview tomorrow, and we're sightseeing and a bunch of stuff. And she goes, oh, that's really cool, yeah. So I talked to her about like what we did in Toronto and a bunch of stuff, and then she asked me a couple questions after that, which were all about Orlando and would you be comfortable living with people from different cultures and possibly a language barrier. And I said yes, that would be no problem. I would totally be able to adapt to that. Have I lived alone before? And I said, yes, I have. I moved away actually to go to university for 6 months, and then I came back, and she asked me about that experience, and I told her all about that experience. And then she also asked me whether or not I'd be able to perform the tasks that are needed in each certain category. So the interview process was about 10 minutes. It seemed a lot longer, but it was about 10 minutes. It was really, really nice. She was super, super nice. Like, Sue, you were awesome if you were watching this. She was so nice. She was just amazing to talk to. It felt like you were talking to an old friend and just catching them up on your life. So at the end of my interview, she gave me this little Kermit pin, which matches my Fozzie Bear pin. We actually had, like, I looked at, she put oh my god, she pushed a bunch in front of me, and she was like, which one would you like? So I picked up this, I think it was a Goofy one, and then I was like, oh wait, there's a Kermit. So I had to get the Kermit to match my Fozzie, so I did that. And he's so cute, little Kermit, little Fozzie with the Mickey ears on. So I did that, and then I got up, shook her hand, told her it was really nice to meet her, and I hope to talk to her again soon. And she was like, it was very nice to meet you as well. I walked out and I didn't listen to them, and I went into the interview room and I waved in, and I was like, guys, they are so nice, don't be scared, like, they were amazing, it was so cool, and you get pins, and everybody was like, oh my god! So I walked out, I had to sign out, and then I went downstairs. And then that was the end of my interview process. The same thing for my boyfriend, it was the exact same thing for him. He, though, did not get pins, but he did receive a pen, so I was lucky enough to be in the first day that they did do pins and stuff. So, oh, one thing about the program in general, they said that they were hiring about 40 to 60 people in the kind of interview process. They were like, oh, we're hiring 40 to 60 people. If you don't get it, it's not that we don't like you, it's just that we need to be exclusive. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So then I left. I then went into the waiting process, which was really scary. So we got a little email saying, thank you for interviewing with Disney. We really enjoyed meeting you, and we hope to talk to you soon. So I waited. My interview was Thursday, and then Carter's was Friday. Yeah, and then we went home Friday night after his interview, and then I waited Saturday, Sunday. She told us we'd know by Monday, and then Monday came along, and I sat by my computer and I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited, and I was freaking myself out, and I got no emails. But Carter got an email saying, congratulations, you got accepted. So he was really excited, and I was really bummed out because Disney was my dream, and he was kind of coming along for the ride, and he just didn't want me to go by myself because he'd miss me too much. So he did this all behind my back, which was really nice and really sweet of him. So he got it. So I was so discouraged, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get it. I was in the Facebook group asking people, like, have you heard anything yet? Have you heard anything yet? Nobody heard anything except for about 2 other people besides Carter. And his start date was November 9th. So I was like, I'm not giving up hope yet. She said you would hear from Monday to 2 weeks. Tuesday comes. I'm waiting. Carter calls me, hey, did you get any emails? He just finished work. I said, no. Nothing. As a complete fluke, I check my phone, I go through it, I see that there's an email from Disney in my little folders, because I have folders, and I like make sure that things go into the proper folders, that way I don't confuse anything, and Disney's one of my folders because they just send you so many emails that you need to keep track of. So there's a Disney thing there, so I click it, and I go, oh my god! It says congratulations in the little subject, so I click it, and it says, Dear Dylan, you have been accepted to the Disney International Program. And I was like, oh my god! It was surreal, just freaking surreal. I called everybody, told them I got in, everybody was super happy for me. I posted it on Facebook, everything. I went the whole 9 yards for that. It was really, really cool. And then there's a little link in the, what is it? In the email that you click, and it takes you to your acceptance letter. And you open that and it tells you exactly where you're working or what field you're working at. So it said, "Dear Dylan, congratulations for joining, or like for getting accepted to the Disney program. You are working attractions." So I'm working attractions. So I'm assuming I'm going to be working in the Canada Pavilion, the 360 movie, and also KidCot is connected to attractions. So I think I'm going to be working that. And also my arrival date is November 9th, which is the exact same date as Carter's. Our programs are exactly the same. So we lucked out completely with that. So like somebody up there was looking out for us, and we got into it. So it was amazing. It was such an amazing experience. It was so cool. Right now I'm getting together all the paperwork to go, and I have 6 months to wait. 79 days, because yesterday, it's past midnight right now, so it was 179 days until I go, which I'm super excited to go. I'm going to try my best to vlog and to record my time there, because it's just an experience of a lifetime that I get to participate in this program that I thought I never would have the chance to participate in, and it was really cool. So some tips that I would give you guys at home that are sitting in front of their computer applying to this program. What tips would I give you? Go in there and have the time of your life in that interview. Like, just go in there, and no matter what happens, have fun. Because if you're having fun, it's good. They see that. They see that you're having fun, they see that you're energetic, they see that you're enthusiastic. They all know that you're a Disney fan, so do not bring any Disney memorabilia, nothing too flashy. Don't bring like your pins. I know my friend bought his pins, but he kept them in his bag as like good luck. So don't like come there being like, "I'm the #1 Disney fan," because they know you're the #1 Disney fan. You don't need to prove it to them. They don't ask you any Disney facts until, not in your interview. In the presentation they ask you some Disney facts, but you don't need to know those. They're fine. But just don't bring Disney memorabilia. If you have like some stuff, like say if you have a pin, you could keep it in your pocket or something like that, like a lucky pin. I know that some people brought some lucky pins. Some of the girls were wearing necklaces with like Tinkerbell on it, or Ariel was on one of them, I remember. And they went into the interview with that. So sometimes it's like a conversation starter. Sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming for the presentation person and the interviewer, that you come in and you're like, "I love Disney. I love it so much. This is why." The guy during Carter's interview was told. The guy was like, "Oh, you do know that you have to have like the Disney haircut and all that stuff, the beard," and he goes, "Yeah, that's fine." And the guy looked at him and was like, "Yeah, some people are very overeager. They say that they'll shave their head for Disney. No, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't oversell yourself," is what I'm saying. Tell them facts about yourself in the interview. If they bring up, "Hey, are you good with children?" "Yeah, I'm good with children. I've worked with children for this many years. Here are some experiences that I've had with children, some good," and like always focus on the positive. So always tell them the positive things that have happened with children. Tell them the positive things that have happened with the parents of the children. Just tell them the positive things that you want them to know about you. Some things that I thought were kind of weird during the interview was the wait times. Now the wait time kills you, just kills you, because like I walked out of the interview and I was like, I wish I knew right now if I was going or not, because I'm so scared. So the entire time from the time of the end of my interview to my acceptance letter, I was I'm not getting in, I'm not doing this, my dream is crushed, I don't know what I'm gonna do after this. Don't think that way. Just think, if I get something, I get something. If I don't, my life is exactly the same, and I will apply next year. By the end of the waiting period for me, I was like, you know what, if I don't get it, I'm gonna apply next year, and the year after, and the year after, until they say yes. Because that's just how my mindset was at that point, was I need this, and I want this, and I will do whatever it takes year after year to get it. And thankfully, the first time I went in is the time I got it, which was really exciting for me. So if you have any questions or anything like that about the Disney International program, you can comment below. I will answer as much as I possibly can. If you have any other things, you can message me on Tumblr, on Facebook, all that stuff. You can even find me in the Facebook group, I think, if you look hard enough. So thanks for watching my video, and I hope you guys got some learning things about it. I'm sorry that I was so scatterbrained during this video. I was trying to get as much information out as possible with a time limit that I put myself in. So I will see you guys in Disney in 179 days, and I'm so excited to start this part of my life. It is just crazy. I'm going to be in Disney for a year. So I will see you guys next time, and good luck if you are applying. Bye!